All right, so good afternoon, everyone. It's great to be here in Amsterdam. My third time. There's a lot of energy around. It's great to see old faces, meet new people. Very exciting. So I'm the CEO and founder of TagoIO. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the product, of course, but also about the experience, what we learn about the implementations of IoT from our developers, our customers. So first, talk a little bit about what we do. And of course, TagoIO is a cloud platform that has the main function to bring information from sensors and provide this to the business. So you're on the software side. But you say that it really goes beyond the IoT things because it's able also to get user information and send information to third-party system. We always like to say that internally, we really work very hard to do two things. First is empower people. We really want to make sure that when people think and they start using our platform, they really feel that they can materialize the things that they have in mind, of course, in the IoT space. And second one, that it can inspire people. So we try to put a lot of examples that we design or the developer design so that people can be really inspired. When you think about the platform, there are at least three things that we see is important. There are a lot of stuff, but three that comes to our mindset or day-by-day work. First, it should be reliable. So we want to make sure that people who put the money and time to work with our platform feel that that's going to really deliver what you commit. And the second one is that it's scalable. And scalability is really tricky in a sense that I can tell that, okay, TagoIO has hundreds of thousands of sensors connect and so on. That's interesting. But how about customer A or customer B that maybe what they want is just to have 5,000 devices long term. So the architecture should be in place to be scalable. And third one is that it's a complete platform. We want to make sure that we don't stop only giving the data management, device management, process the data, but also that you make sure and you can deliver the integration with additional system and managing users and adding their logo and things like that. So at the end of the day, what we want is that really can be inspired from what we do. As a business, but businesses are run by people, and our team is always looking for great things that can help for people to be more creative, and at the end of the day, that they can build the solution. So no product is for everyone. And when you go and present the TagoIO, when people are looking for us, we try to understand if it's a good fit. So there are a lot of stuff that is necessary to see if we are a good fit for the customer and vice versa, but there are three that come in mind. So first one is a need for differentiation. When customers come to us and really need to customize the thing, really need to do something different that never has been done before, that's the part that we can add a lot of value. Second one is about the need for speed. Customers come and they don't have time, like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years to build a team, start to work in the back end, and then go to front end, and so on. So if they need to do application, deploy the pilot, and scale soon, we believe we're a good fit. And the third one is know the numbers. By know the numbers, we mean have at least a good understanding about how much cost to play and maintain the solution. Because build a solution at the beginning has a cost, then there are the maintenance costs as well. So sometimes when you go and talk with bigger companies, there are a lot of hidden costs there or hidden cost centers. So people don't understand very well who is going to pay for what. It will be the IT department and so on. So really see a lot of value when people understand the numbers. They say, OK, to keep the solution, that is a cost for that. So going to what we think bring a lot of value, we talk about visualization. Even if you're not a visual person, normally everybody that I know say, yeah, I am a visual person. We understand that even if you think that your customer will not going to have much time to go to your dashboard solution, your mobile app every day, probably you are right. But still, to have a very nice presentation is very important, at least during the sale point or to communicate how things work. So that's why we create a lot of components on TagoIO. For example, here is on dark mode, but you can just click and change this color to light or your brand. There are widgets like a clock, displays, charts, maps, and so on. There are a lot, more than 50 of them, and a lot of variations. Okay. Then you get these widgets, and you want to build something like a dashboard. We learned that present data is important, but not enough. That's why you create things like forms. So forms allows you to give ability for your end user to go there and get information from them. For example, there is alert because the pump is not working. You may want to capture some insight from this person. So you have a form for this as well, so you can post-process. So that's a little bit beyond the IoT stuff. Dictionary. We are in Europe here, of course. We all know how important it is to have multi-language applications. But you go a little bit more than that. Even in the United States, of course, we have English, a little bit Spanish application, Canada, French. But our dictionary gives you the ability to even change the message. So instead of have something like remove the data, maybe you want to change it to delete the data. Other things, formulas, because you may have using a region that uses Celsius, then need to change Fahrenheit, so on, so you can use formulas to change the data. Custom widgets is important because we are in this business, at least as our company, for 9 years, and it doesn't matter how many widgets you create, it's never enough. There is always a new customer or lead that comes with idea, or request. So we give ability for developers to create any kind of widget using our framework. For example, we offer maps with a mapping box, but if you want Google or here, you can do this as well. And the last one, there are more, but the last one is about a portal. Give ability for the creation of a portal that's customizable is extremely important. Then what you did was, okay, let's help people to accelerate instead of going there and think about creating a great solution, not going one by one, but get a template that's ready to go. So we made available several templates. If you go to our website, even you have the free account, you can download these templates inside your account for agriculture, smart buildings, asset tracking. So there are something that are ready. If you like it, great. If you like, but you want to change, you can do this easily. And we thought, okay, nice, but can you do even better? Because we have more than that. We have more than visualization. IoT is not about the dashboard. Dashboard is a little bit, but not all. Okay, we believe so because Tago has a lot of features and customers are really demanding more. So we released Kickstarter recently. It's a free, customizable, and scalable solution that you can get inside your account from the GitHub. So it's not only about one visualization, but it's a series of algorithms that you can install inside of your account. So at the end of the day, that's a plug-and-play solution that's going to help you to really go much faster. So you can save easily 20 to 50 hours because you can get this script, go inside of your account, then you can create reports. There are some examples of reports. There are some examples ready to go to manage different levels of users and also connect the devices. We have a couple of them already connected, but you can use that example to add another LoRaWAN device, satellite, Wi-Fi, Zigbee, whatever. It's a good start point that you'll be running from the first minutes that you install this kit. Another thing that Kickstarter has is a function or a model that helps you to, for example, charge your customers. So that's an older request you have from customers. They say, okay, very nice to present a dashboard, but I want to have a billing system, or I want to provide solutions with different plans. For example, I'm going to deliver an asset tracker, so I'm going to have 3 plans, silver, gold, and diamond, and I want really to have this ability to have my customers select the plan, then I'm going to charge them. I'm going to charge B2B through a spreadsheet, or I'm going to connect with a PayPal or Stripe. So the Kickstarter is ready. If you go to our website, TagoIO/Kickstarter, you can download this inside to your account with no cost. And we really believe that it's good, but people really want to do great things, and for this they need to be inspired to do great things, right? So let me give you some example of some applications that we have been seeing in the past people using the Kickstarter. So if you install the Kickstarter, you can get something like this. This is an example of a real-time location system for indoor and outdoor. For sure, here a lot of people know about the solution, how things works. And this is not only a demo, that is something that really works, and you can use it to scale your application. You can have and see the organization, you can see user management, you can have a view from different sites. But just talk about one feature here is geofence. I know some platforms, of course, have a geofence, but here is not only a geofence that are going to tell you that, yeah, the sensor or the asset is inside of this area, or the asset just left this area. You can have a much more complex things. For example, you can have a rule that will send a notification for you if you have, for example, two chemical products that they are not supposed to be very close. They are not supposed to be in the same geofence area. So if this is happening, please send me a notification. This is just one example. Using the same Kickstarter, just with a little bit modification, you can have an application for agriculture. This one here is just the beginning from an application that you have done with a company, a hardware designer from North Carolina, where it's able to measure the quantity of grains or tons inside of the silos by measuring the temperature of a stripe of sensors. Then you process this data, you can provide this for agriculture application. Another one that is growing a lot, at least in our domain or in our around us, is the submetering, to make the measurement of energy, gas, water, electricity. So this Kickstarter also contains some functions that can help you to have, for example, a water management system or energy like this one. Okay, if you're a visual guy, you may think that, okay, that's nice, but maybe you may say, okay, to be inspired, show me the number. So we don't charge per device. We charge per transaction. So we have a lot of customers that pay as low as this per month to have all this functionality, reports, and so on. Can be more or less, can be few cents. I have a customer that really pay few cents per device per month. Another one that pay few dollars because they do a lot of process capability. But these are the kind of things that we really are concerned. It's really about not only the part of a nice dashboard, nice application, but also the cost. And moving forward, we see that we got a lot of things done so far in these 9 years, at least in TagoIO, but still a lot of things to do. And we believe that one thing that you need to continue doing and do even better is related to the partnership. We are very serious about partnership. That's one reason why we're here. It's not only about customers. It's the end goal, but we need partners, right? So when you think about how to make this partnership work, you think about care. So really care about our partners. We care that we can help them to grow and respect them the same. We have some categories of partners. One is a hardware partner, those who provide the sensors. So we have some examples here in our booth from partners that came to us and demonstrated their sensor. Network providers like TT and TTI, system integrators, and consultants. So they are experts. And recently, we create the category of a software developer. Because we are growing so much, in our view at least, we know that we cannot help and design all the application of our customers. Today, we help about 25% of our customers, and very close by design with them or for them. 75% designed and deployed by themselves. But we want to make sure that we have more developers around the globe that can use the system and help our customers or future customers that we never even talk. So this program is very nice. We give for free 6 months, I believe. You can get the account and you get the training, certification, and so on. And the last thing, we have a lot of features and the function that we release almost every week, big stuff more every 2 months. We just deploy the TagoIO mobile app with a clear goal. Instead of just show the dashboard, that is nice to see in the mobile app, we are giving this mobile app for managers to be able to manage their application of their customer. So they receive a notification about what is the health of the application. Why? When someone creates an account on TagoIO, they can have sub-accounts. They can have several profiles. So they can have an application for a company, another company separate. And they need to allocate resource because, of course, there are billing systems. So they are able, with this mobile app, receive emails or receive push notifications and see how is the usage of this application, if there is a problem, and so on. So that's very interesting. We got a lot of feedback already. So far, it's on Android this week, and for App Store is coming. We have also other mobile app that for custom to use as a white label, but this one is to help developers to manage the application. I hope you can stop by, talk to us and to our team here, booth C10, to learn a little bit about what we are doing, also give you feedback to us. And if you have interest also to visit our website, to have a lot of documentation, TagoIO. And I wish you a great rest of the event. Thank you.